Hey everyone on YouTube. I'm just going to start by saying those who know me will obviously understand and will know that I had an LG previous to this Hotpoint that I've just got. So I'm just going to give you a wee review of this machine. Some of you have probably had this machine in the past, some others haven't. And before I do the review of this WT960G, I'm just going to let you all know that I did have this machine before, and unfortunately it just died, and it was then replaced with an LG. But unfortunately, although the LG was a very good machine, it just didn't live to the expectations of looks wise compared to the Hotpoint, and Hotpoint is what I would be used to overall. And I do like their features, I like their programs, and just the range of features that they've got. So I'm just going to point you to the large control panel in the middle of this machine. So I'm just going to switch it on, and obviously the first thing it does is light up blue. It is roughly between 10 to 11 years old, this machine, but if you actually look at the condition of it, it doesn't look like there's anything. You wouldn't think it was that old, you would just think that was just bought from the shop. It's just in immaculate condition. Nice original drum from the Hotpoint, which I like compared to the Indeset ones, but time does change. So I'm just going to point you to, sorry it's a wee bit shaky, I'm just trying to get the grips of it. So as you can see, there's lots of buttons here. So this machine is in fact the 7 kilogram model, the Ultima super silent wash. It's got the brushless motor as well, so you won't really hear it whenever it's on. So if we just go through the options here, so we've got the spin button, and that goes, we also need to select the program first. So it goes from a maximum of 1600 RPM, and I've just selected the cotton program there on 40 degrees, but you can obviously tailor that wash if you want. So you obviously can go from 1600 spin all the way down to 400 or off, like that. I just leave it on 1600. Extra rinse, so that'll do 3 rinses altogether for you. Temperature can be reduced to suit your wash program, so it'll go down to maximum. It'll go from 40 down to off, no heat. Then you've got a range of options here. So you've got the pre-wash, you've got a mini load, you've got reduced creases, you've got rinse hold, you've got a child lock feature, and you've got wash enhance. So wash enhance just means that it'll just increase the wash agitation to suit the load. So here we've got the time delay, so that goes up to a maximum of 24 hours. And then you've got how dirty, so you can set it from light, normal, or super dirty. And then you've got another feature which is quite interesting, which is stored. So that means you can store your favorite program. So instead of you having to select an option, you just have to hit that simple button and hit start. Now that's the way. So we're just going to go down to the programs. So we've got a fast wash 60, and we've also got a fast wash 30. Now the fast washes on these machines only spin at a maximum of 1200 for this fast wash 60, and fast wash 30 only spins at a maximum of 800 RPM. But obviously if things come out too damp, you can just put it back in for a separate spin at 1600, which is what I would usually do anyway. And if we just go up to the other programs, we've got a super wash 60, which does take 2 hours to do. So that's good for like a full load of bedding or a full load of towels. The next one is the cool wash program. So if we actually just select that, now this is really good for like anything delicate or anything that's just, it's not overly dirty, but you just want to give it a cool temperature. But it does take 2 hours and 2 minutes. It might be a little bit too long, but again you can tailor that the timing to suit your needs if you're in a hurry. Usually what I would do is just stick things on a fast wash just if I'm in a hurry. So the next program we have got is the cottons. So that will be obviously your your main programs. So that will be cotton 40, cotton 60 and a cotton 95 degrees as well. So again, each program will depend on how long it will take. So a normal 40 degrees will take 1 hour and 42 minutes, but that is with the selected extra rinse. So if I take that off, it'll take 1 hour and a half. A 60 degree wash will take 1 hour and 45 minutes as far as I know. Yep, it does. And again, it'll increase if you obviously select extra rinse to 1 hour and 57 minutes, which is good if you want to have a full load of tiles in there. And then next one we've got 95 cotton degrees, so that would be good for doing the maintenance clean every month or every 3 months, depends on how long you choose to do that. And again, that takes 2 hours and 30 minutes. So on down the panel we have got other programs. So we've got a wool 40 degrees, which takes 50 minutes, and that will spin at 800, but you can reduce that if you want. So I'll actually take you to the dispenser drawer here. So that's actually equipped with the Platinum Care hand wash wool. So that's going to make sure all your woolies and all your delicate items are going to get the best treatment whilst getting washed. So nothing's going to get wear and tear. And then on down we've got the hand wash, and we've got silks, and the good programs here also is the rinse and spin programs. So if you use a program, say you use the wool, or say you washed something on the hand wash, obviously the hand wash cycle won't spin, so you might want to sort of decide on how you want to handle the garment after it's finished from that cycle. So the rinse and spin cycle would be quite handy for that, so that it spins it better, it also rinses better due to the low agitation from that particular program. So if we just open the door, it is a decent sized drum back in the day whenever it came out. Now it is a 7 kilogram drum. It is okay for a relatively small family, family of 3 would do. My mum's got the same machine and it's still going. So there's the drum there. Very, very quiet. It hasn't had any repairs done. I actually thought the bearings were slightly going on this machine, but once I give it a 95 degree cotton wash on its own, it seemed to do okay after that. So I haven't heard too much noise since, and everything's been running the way it should be. No problems, no strange noises at all. It's just basically like a brand new machine, and really I couldn't be any more happier to have this machine back again. As I said, I've had this machine before, and unfortunately it just wasn't being able to be repaired due to the problems that it sort of incurred over the years of use. But that's my review, guys, of my new addition to my kitchen of the Hotpoint WT960G Ultima. Hope you find this review very helpful. Any requests, please don't hesitate to message me. Thanks, guys.